Hey TikTok, hey YouTube. Yeah, I was watching Morning Joe, and they were trying to say how the Senate is now saying that they have to get, it's either 53 or 58. I think it's billion, maybe it's $1 million for security after the Charlie Kirk unaliving. And they're saying that they have to make sure that the diplomats and heads of states and all of this stuff, all the people, have more security. That's cap. That's cap. Because didn't Donald Trump just pull Vice President Kamala Harris's security? Remember, he just pulled that black lady's security. Didn't he pull security of other people that we know that Iran wanted to unalive from Trump's first administration? He pulled out of their security. But now all of a sudden they want all of this money after Charlie Kirk gets unalived for security. Remember I said all of this when they acting like they mourning him so much is a money game. And then they're also telling us that we must mourn him. We must mourn this man while saying nothing about those kids that were unalived on the exact same day. The exact same day. Kids that were unalived here in Tennessee. Crickets. But we must mourn this man. And so this is what I noticed that Headself did last week. Y'all can pull it up. Because he was putting a flag at half staff and he was out there talking to the troop. I don't know if it was the Army or the Navy because they had on fatigues. But he had pulled mostly all the black troops to the front. So you're going to make these black troops mourn a man that said they were less than human. That's what Headself did. And then yet they're talking about we must reconcile and we must learn to get along. But the problem is every time they say that, it's for the Democrats. They want us to reconcile and call them MAGA. And that's the problem. MAGA has been coddled so much. Their feelings are always so hurt. These men are just, they're feeling less than and society's beating them down. They're talking about white men. They don't give a damn about black men. They don't give a damn, contrary to what the Hispanics think. They don't give a damn about Hispanic men. They're talking about these young white men. Only thing they got to do is log off their computers and start getting into real life. Get around with people. There was a commercial on back in the day where this young lady was on her computer and her parents were out skiing and walking in the park and stuff, and she thought they didn't have a life. You see what I'm saying? So all you got to do is get out. But my thing is, as far as us continuing to make MAGA feel good, we're not going to do it. You're trying to erase our history, Donald J. Trump, just so MAGA can feel good about what was done. And then they want to keep saying, well, he's getting ready to send troops into Memphis. Okay, it's not gonna solve the crime. Why aren't they talking about the money that he took away from Memphis? What about the money that Governor Bill Lee took away from Memphis? Let's talk about it. If we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it truthfully. Then, I was watching the political ads that are going on because there's a special election here in October for, I think it's District 7. And so, it's 4 Republicans and 4 Democrats. And they're not Republicans, they're MAGA. Each one is trying to out-MAGA the other. But I noticed with MAGA, not one of them are saying what they're going to do for the state of Tennessee. They're like, we're going to beat the liberals and we're going to beat the liberals and we're going to keep Donald Trump's agenda going. So Tennessee, what they're saying is they're going to keep us hungry. They're going to keep us without jobs. They're going to keep us without health insurance. They're going to keep it where our kids can't eat breakfast or lunch in school, and that may be their only 2 meals of the day. So that's what I hear when MAGA says, we're going to do this and we're going to do this. And one of them is running is a J6er that Donald Trump pardoned. A January 6er is running for office right here in Tennessee. Democrats, make sure that we do not let not one more MAGA get into the office from the state of Tennessee. I don't care how gerrymandered it is. Poor working white Americans that are Republicans, not MAGA, because MAGA's lost, but that are Republicans, you cannot afford to let any more of these people get in. You tell me in the comments, what have any of them done for you in the state of Tennessee? What have any of those MAGAs up in Congress done? They're letting Donald Trump do whatever he want to do. They're collecting a paycheck while you don't have a job. They're collecting a paycheck and they're not even working. They told him he could do whatever he wanted to do. Look it up. Look it up. From an angry black woman out of Tennessee, y'all don't worry about cancel culture. Oh, and for these young people that are paying $1,800 to $5,000 to go to an NBA YoungBoy concert. Time's finna get rough, boo-boo. You better hold on to that money that you're paying that millionaire that Donald Trump pardoned. And they said he got bodies on him. You better save your money while you're making sure that he can get another $1 million chain to hang around his neck. Time's finna get bumpy. They finna get bumpy. From an angry black woman out of Tennessee, don't worry about cancel culture. Let's get it up out the mud. They have not with defeat the haves. Remember, poor whites, poor blacks, working, and 60% of us gotta work together. Because you know what? Those millionaires and billionaires, they are not like us. Welcome to the Poor People Revolution.